Good morning. Morning, Becky.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Oh, we're very good, thank you. I love that title sequence, by the way. I don't know if you get to... I was talking to Meg, who's doing some camera stuff for us here, and I was saying initially I thought it was going to be like Blue Peter, but it felt like Doctor Who, that one, as we were going down there.
It did, didn't it? It was quite surreal. I quite like that. But it's lovely to be back with Command, because we've missed, haven't we? I think 3 months.
Yeah.
It was February the last time we got together and we made books. And it just seems to have been such a long time that we haven't got together. So
this is exciting. We just thought we're looking forward to doing various bits and pieces over the next few months when we have to do things online and meeting up with you and coming up with some good ideas of stuff to do and meeting up. So it would, it's a good idea, isn't it, Becky?
Fabulous. And I think you've got a wonderful idea for today, Chris. So what are we going to be doing?
We're going to be making a bug hotel, and we've got Poppy and Amy and Caitlin and Alan who are going to help us with the bug hotel. I think you're going to have one that you're going to make along, but you won't always appear on screen. But you're going to appear at the end, Becky, aren't you? Because you're going to talk about what we're going to do next in 2 weeks' time. Yes,
I am. It's quite exciting. But let's get today done first. I can't wait for this because I'm not really a bug person, but I'm going to try and attract bees to my garden.
Okay, all right. That's always wonderful. Bugs and bees and all sorts of things. Well done for foraging. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure that I'll be able to get all the stuff while Chris is talking, if you realize that this will be on our Facebook page and you can watch it at a later date and pause it a little bit like catch up telly. And you're also, if you're uncertain, our church, our Old Felixstowe Parish, on our website, there's a YouTube channel and you can watch them on YouTube as well. And you can share them with other people. That is if they go okay. If it goes ghastly, we'll say don't share it, but you can share them if they go okay. So please make sure that you look at that and share it. And you think this is a good idea. And hopefully I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to making these and encouraging stuff to our garden. So thanks, Becky. We'll see you a little bit later.
Okay, bye.
See you then. Bye. Right, so here we go. We're in my study. My name's Reverend Chris. Normally at Command I've got a collar on, but haven't got one on today because I'm in my study and I'm working away. And today we're going to make a bug hotel, and we've got Caitlin and Amy and Poppy and Alan who are going to join me in their making of a hotel. But perhaps more important than anything about this making the hotel today is we need to wish happy birthday to Poppy. So hopefully in a moment we might have here we go, Poppy. Happy birthday. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Yeah? Have you had a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah, good so far. Excellent. So happy birthday. So 10 today, Poppy. And then Alan's going to come in and he's a bit more than 10. You'd have never known, would you? Here's Alan. He's a bit more than 10. And then Caitlin's going to come and join us.
No.
And Caitlin is 10 and about 2 months and a few days. So they're all going to be helping us building our building bug hotels in the places that they're in. And hello, Amy. Amy's come to join us as well. Hi, Amy. Right. So in our gardens, there are lots of animals that live in our gardens. So what animals have you seen in your garden recently? Anybody? Caitlin, I'll ask you, what animals have you seen in your garden recently?
Chickens.
Yeah, wild animals, wild chickens. That always. But you're absolutely right. Any other wild animals that you've seen in your garden, Caitlin?
We've had a couple of butterflies, and we get quite a few bees.
Butterflies and bees. And Alan, animals in your garden?
Squirrels.
Oh yes, we have squirrels in our garden eating the nuts that are aimed for the birds.
And muntjacs, we think we have.
Muntjacs. Ah, yes, I've seen them near your garden. And Poppy, what animals do you get in your garden?
Bees, butterflies, dragonflies,
mayflies, birds, frogs.
Yeah, and the reason that sometimes get the bigger birds, perhaps not the muntjacs, but the reason we get the bigger birds is because actually the little animals are already living there. And the reason we were able to get things attracted because it's kind of like, you know, the circle of life, to quote the Lion King. But sometimes the little things that are there and they attract the bigger things that then attract the bigger things in turn. So on our screen are going to come some of the things that you might see in your garden, I'm going to say, hopefully. So this is beetle. Yeah, you can see this is a beetle. You might have those in your garden. And the next one, David, any idea what that one is? What we're going to call it out? I think is that a dragonfly?
Cranefly.
Cranefly. That's exactly right. Cranefly. Ladybird. Meg, what's a ladybird in Chinese?
I think it's Pyeongchang.
Pyeongchang, she told me. It's
Apparently.
apparently it's Pyeongchang in Chinese. I've just been told by my camera person. This is either a centipede or a millipede that you might have these on your screen. You might have these in your garden. What's that one? This is a masonry wasp, a bee, masonry bee. Yeah. And this one, what's this one called?
Woodlouse.
Woodlouse, excellent. So we've got woodlouse. So we've got all of these. These things might live in our gardens. They require a habitat. And we're going to make a bug hotel. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some things to make a bug hotel. Now, you could use a plastic bottle that you can see here. And you can see a plastic bottle if you want to. And you can cut it in half. But I'm not allowed to cut this on my own on the camera, because everybody worries that there's going to be a horrible accident that will be recorded forever. So what we're going to end up doing is if you cut off the ends, you end up with something that looks a little bit like, here's one I made earlier. Look, you can see here's one I made earlier as we go along. Or you could use, this is just a punnet from I think it had some grapes in that you've got here. You can see a punnet that got some grapes. Or we've just got some kitchen roll here that I've tied together. If you don't want to put plastic in your garden, and you've got anything with holes in, and if it's got main hole at one end and some other holes in, that's quite useful to get through. What sort of things what have you got for yours today, Caitlin? What are you going to put yours in?
Milk carton.
Milk carton. Alan,
cut the top off.
Alan, what you got? I've got a bottle, yeah, a tonic bottle, I'd have thought. Poppy. Oh, you've gone for the bottle option. Excellent. The other thing I've got here is I've got a plant pot as well. Now, what's important with this is that when we come to put stuff in our bug house, we use stuff from around our garden. So there's no point if you've got like something you bought back from the Himalayas. There's no point putting that in your bug hotel, because the stuff that lives in our garden doesn't normally live in the Himalayas. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's important that we do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with mine. So if we all get our things, and I'm going to start by putting some bits and pieces that I found in my garden into my, here you go. What have I got? I've got various sticks. Some of them are hollow. Let's have a look at what other people have got that they're putting in theirs then as we go along. Yeah, that's a nice bit of wood. Rotting wood's good. Something that rots. Oh, Alan's got some sticks. So here you can see we've got some. I'm going to start. If we start by just plonking them in, and you put some soft stuff and some harder stuff. And if you're uncertain about this, we have on our Facebook page got details of the sorts of things that you can put in. I found this, which actually, look, Alan, it looks like your beard. This is
it's better colour.
It's a better colour. This is just some bits and pieces from our garden, really. It's kind of like a bit off a bark off a tree. So I'm going to shove that in there. Let's just see what else you're putting in. Just begin to put them in. Rotten wood is good. If you've got wood or something that's a little bit rotten, I'll have to tidy my desk after this. But if you've got some rotten wood, I'm not sure if our other camera's working at the moment. It's not to worry. So Megan's going to hold this up for us as I break things around. I'm going to get some rotten wood, and I'm just going to put bits of rotten wood in there as well. And I'm going to begin to pack things in. I'm not going to put my pen in, which I nearly did by mistake. That would be foolish. And what we're trying to do is we don't want it to be so empty. Thanks again, Megs. We don't want it to be so empty. This is too empty. There's too much space. But you don't want it to be so crammed. You really want there to be little nooks and crannies, little areas where bugs and things could go in. One of the things that's quite useful is like bamboo, because bamboo's got that hollow bit, and lots of the bugs and the various bits and pieces often like to hide in there. Or there's another bit of wood that I've got here that I'm just going to shove in. I really will have to tidy up after this. Pine cones. Let's have a look at yours, Poppy. Let's hold it up, Poppy. Look at that. That's looking very impressive. As we go through, I've got some more bits. Yeah, we're getting pushed in. I think I've got in here somewhere in my box. I've got some old broken bits of broken terracotta pots that they create nice nooks and crannies. And we're just going to keep putting these things in and always thinking, okay, there's a little space in there, and in there might be a millipede, or there might be a woodlouse might live in there, and all of those. Remember, they then attract birds that like to eat bits and pieces. Meg's going to hold it up for me. They like to attract birds, and they might like to attract little rodents, which then attract other things. And we create an environment and a habitat where creatures in our garden can grow. So I'm just going to final bits in. And this is what mine's going to look like, I think, as you got sound effects as things get shoved in there as well. Let's have a look at yours, Caitlin. How far have you got? Yeah, you've got all sorts. But we can carry on with this at a later date. Alan, let's have a look at yours. Let's see where. Yeah, you've got lots of good bits and pieces in yours as well there, Alan. And Poppy and Amy, let's have a look at yours as you go along. Brilliant. Yeah. And you can see as you look through there, as you look through it, you'll see there's lots of little gaps. Now, the next thing to think about is where on earth would we put it? Because I'm not sure that if I just go and put it outside in the middle of nowhere, it would be of use. What sort of places do you think might be quite useful to put them in then? Caitlin, where do you think this would be a good place to put it?
Hanging on our fence.
You can hang it on your fence, and if you hang it on your fence, you perhaps need a bit of string to tie around and something to hook it onto to hang onto your fence, because then that might attract the little bugs that fly and things like that. Alan, where are you going to put yours?
I've got some bricks at the end of the garden. I thought I'd make a little brick pile and shove it into a hole made in the brick pile.
That's good, because they don't like to be out in the open, because obviously they're worried about the predators. And Poppy, where might you put yours?
Well, we already have a bug garden thing, so we could put it with that.
Brilliant. That's really wonderful. We're going to shove ours underneath a bush or somewhere, and it just creates that extra little bit of space to do it. And as I say, you can look at this again at a later date. You can look on our website. I don't know if we've got the other camera back. We might have. I'm not sure if we have. Well, you might be able to see. Oh, Becky's got hers here. Look at Becky's.
Yeah, I've done mine. I'm going to hang mine under the holly tree in the corner of the garden. And I've got catkins in there because I think off the silver birch, because I think the pollen might attract the bees.
Oh yeah, and you can see here the very close-up shot of mine on the other camera, which is very impressive. You can begin to see. So I'm going to put mine outside. So if you've made one of these, if over the next few weeks you can take a picture of it in the place that you put it, and then what we can do, and you can share these onto our Facebook page, or you can send them in to us as we go along. We can see there. And if you've got ideas of things that go in them and you're thinking, oh, I think I've seen this, that would be really good. And if you can get a really close-up picture of a bug, and that would be great, because Becky would love to see those. She really, really doesn't like bugs. So let's just have David, who's doing all of the controlling of it, can we go each person in turn, just to see their, here's Becky's.
Right, return it.
Turn it. Milk bottle carton.
Yeah.
Excellent. Next one. Caitlin, yours looks like
I've done milk as well.
You've gone down the milk carton as well, and it's using up a milk carton. As I say, it's important we remember where we put it. And next one, then Alan. Let's have a look at Alan's. Alan's gone for he's gone for the tonic bottle with various greenery, and it's important we keep looking in this, because if it goes all mushy, that's not great. So thanks, Alan. And then Poppy and Amy, happy birthday, Poppy. Let's have a look at yours, Poppy. Brilliant. And you can see there that we can put these in our garden and we can create spaces for different ones to live. Now, I'm going to wonder if I'm going to try something here. Megan's going to turn around with my other camera in a minute, and hopefully David will be able to realise, because we'll come back to me, and Megan's going to show right underneath the bush where we think we're going to go in. So if this works, this is our first outside broadcast. If we can cut to the other camera, let's have a see if that works. Megan's going to go, right, stand still, Megan, if David can get there, and if not, I'll just keep talking. We might be there. Yeah, there you go. We're going to put ours right underneath there, tucked away, and in that space, you'll see little rodents, you'll see birds, and what birds are doing as they're popping around is they're really trying really, really hard to find little bits and pieces to eat to help them survive through this time. So thank you, Megan, with the camera, and we'll then come back to here. So this is our first Command Online. I hope you've enjoyed building a bug hotel. Maybe you've had a go. Please send us some pictures in. If you've got your bug hotels, please send us pictures of your bug hotels in the right place. And on the sheet that's on our Facebook page, we've got the thing called Buckingham Palace, which you could actually do. That's where the queen bugs could live. I suppose you might get a queen bee if you do that one. Buckingham Palace as we go along. So I'm going to say thank you to our intrepid helpers, and then Becky's just going to be me and Becky back on the screen at the end. So thank you, Caitlin. Good to see you. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, Alan. Brilliant. Thank you, Poppy and Amy, and have a wonderful rest of your birthday. Enjoy the rest of it. Good to see you. And Becky, I think you're going to come and join me.
Okay.
You're going to explain what we're going to do next, which is in 2 weeks' time on the 13th.
That's right. In 2 weeks' time, you'll have found that we'll post a recipe and we're going to cook. We're going to make this, which is called a pesto puff. And you can make 4 of them or 8 of them. And I'll send the recipe out so you can have a go at that. And we're going to have 2 cameras so you can see what's going on the worktop. And also, you know, if I have to speak, you've got to be able to hear what I'm saying. So yeah, we're going to do cooking next time. It's very exciting. I can't wait.
Brilliant, because cooking's one of the things we've loved doing at Command, isn't it? We've done all sorts of wonderful things as we've done cooking. We've also got some other craft type things lined up. We've got a whole series of things lined up over the next couple of months. Please do join us. Please do share what it is that we're doing. And please do send pictures in and let us know what's going on, because we've really enjoyed trying to put this together, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. And I think we've got some end music, Becky, which is very exciting.
Oh, good.
Brilliant. Right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.